Alrighty, so now that everything is calmed down, let me tell you more about this 911. I've been driving it around and it is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to take it easy so I can just tell you guys what's what, because I've been thrashing it here in the Cape. The car is so good, you know, and Porsche seems to be moving closer and closer to perfection with every variant that they release. So it's powered by a twin turbocharged flat 6. It does around 331 kilowatts and 530 newton meters of torque. This is the Carrera 4S though, so this is 4-wheel drive, and throwing it around here on these mountain passes in the wet even, the car just feels so good. It is so planted. The steering is faultless, but the way it gets from point A to point B, and let's just get something straight, this is the relatively entry-level one. This isn't the turbo or a GTS model. This is the Carrera, you know. So it's just okay. It is so fast. 0 to 100 comes up in around 3.5 seconds. Guys, it's a new 911, so you expect it to be as good as it should be, and it really is good. It is such a fantastic machine. But what has changed on this new one that kind of makes it different, makes it a bit more desirable? Well, for starters, the looks. You know, Porsche has refined the looks, not drastically, obviously, because it's a 911. You know, you can't drastically change the look of the car, but what you can do is enhance certain features, like the front end of the car. You know, those now iconic rounded headlights feature, and so too does a cleaner look now. So it looks a lot like the 718 and the Cayenne, with a very clean front end, which is great. I absolutely love it. It's very much like the 911s of old. Other things that I like on the car is it just fits so nicely. Like, the shape is a bit smoother now. The rear end is really prominent with the rear spoiler that lifts up. And talking about the rear, the light bar, absolutely beautiful. I think it works so well. We left early this morning, so we got to drive the car at night just to see this design element, which is so eye-catching. And it kind of reminds me of RoboCop, you know, RoboCop's visor, and it just adds to the overall appeal of this car. This model does have the sports exhaust system, which sees 2 big rounded exhaust pipes instead of 4. So that's how you tell the difference. If it has the sports exhaust system, 2 big round ones. If it doesn't, it'll be 4 tail pipes. Also has a carbon fiber roof, which is great. So all these elements just tie together to make this a really good machine. However, when you drive it, you don't drive it in third person. You drive it from here, behind the wheel. So what is it like sitting here? Fantastic. Okay, we have a gorgeous new dashboard, which also resembles those of Porsches of old. So this whole design, this like 2-tier design over here, I absolutely love. It's so neat. And going on with about the neatness, the large screen over here is accompanied by a few buttons for the climate control. gone are all the buttons that used to be over here in the center console. We now just get buttons and operating functionality from the screen itself. So over here you just have your climate control functions and a really small little gear lever which looks like a key. It's so neat and uncluttered and undistracting. Other things that I like sitting from here behind the steering wheel's a nice size. I've got my flappy paddles over here and the big retro dial in the middle. So Porsche have stuck to the analog dial flanked by two screens. So I've got my sport option over there, and if I just change it I can see tire pressures, what drive, G-force, whatever, and then the screen becomes a big navigation screen. So that's really nice. On this side I got my speedometer and time and temperature. But that dial in the middle, it just wins. I did not like it when I initially saw it. I really didn't like it. But seeing it now in person, I do like the design, and it's absolutely fantastic. However, it is at speed that this car really comes alive. It covers ground. I'm going to jail and I don't care. I'm going away for a very long time. Okay. Okay, well, I gotta calm it down. Holy crap. This is like the entry level. And it is so fast. Look, it's a new Porsche. It has that iconic look to it, which is beautiful. I love the look of this car, and I love this one because it's silver, it's got the right wheels, red brake calipers, everything inside is what I'd want. There's nothing more that I would want. Besides, you do get brown leather. So I'm a big fan of brown leather, and I want brown leather in my car. This one has the Sport Chrono package as well. On that, yes, it has the Sport Chrono pack, and it has sports suspension, and I have the sports suspension on right now. And I'm not crashing about. It's not crashy. It's really good. Like if I put it off it goes into normal mode, drastic change. Now it's even more like whipped cream, really, for a car that is essentially a sports car. However, push the push to pass button. There we go. And it gives me a slight burst in performance. Oh yes, there we go. So this little dial here on the steering wheel is the magic happy face dial, because this you can adjust to sport mode, normal, sport plus, or the wet option, which is a feature which allows you to be safe when it's raining. There's sensors inside the wheel arches that pick up when it's wet and when there's a bit too much wetness on the road, and it adjusts the traction control, the four-wheel drive, as well as the engine performance setting to maintain a safe delivery in the wet. Guys, this is the new Porsche 911, and it has been a fantastic day here in Cape Town. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.